Here's a reaction to our opinions of Sabrina Carpenter's album cover from last week's show. This is Alexis from Portland, Oregon, who says, what Sabrina Carpenter did was all about women empowerment. Same with what Madonna did during her reign as the world's biggest pop star. I would say that's true with every major female pop star, starting with Madonna, Britney, Christina, Taylor, Beyonce. Strongly disagree here, says Alexis from Portland. And I'm assuming you strongly disagree with Alexis from Portland.
It's not like it's not my mission in life to disagree and to rag on Sabrina Carpenter, but my 2 cents is that I didn't really like the cover, and I thought that it did set women back. Again, whatever you want to do in your private life is fine, but to do the album cover like that in today's world and climate is just for shock value. She knew she was going to get
Agreed.
feedback and people were going to do what we're doing, talking about it, and
Yep.
that helped catapult her album into the media maybe further than it would have if it was just her sitting on a little stool outside in the sun.
Okay, so
A
the
toadstool.
album, as most of you probably know, is called Man's Best Friend, which refers to a dog, which refers to a woman. And in said album cover, she's sort of down doggy style on her knees, hand on the floor, and she's being pulled up by the hair by what appears to be a man in a dark suit.
Which is fine. If you like that and that's in your personal life, it's great, but
Okay, so
you don't have to put it on
the
the
song I
album
know
cover.
best of Sabrina Carpenter's is Man Child. And it's all about her love/hate of men. Can't live with them, can't live without them. And some of the lines from the song are, did you say you're finished? I didn't know we started, which I assume is a sexual reference. Other lines are, I choose to blame your mom for how wrong you are about everything, how wrong you act. And there's a F my life line, won't you let an innocent woman be line. At the end, amen, hey men. And it's all about, why are you so flawed? I want you in my life, but you're so flawed and you screw up my life so badly.
And I hate to say this, there's been so many different artists, female artists, that have done this already. We can go back to Leslie Gore. If people don't know who Leslie Gore is, she was 16 years old when she had her first hit. She was an amazing songwriter and
just trust
singer.
me, YouTube Leslie Gore.
Yeah.
She's a songbird.
She's incredible.
She has golden pipes.
Yeah.
And she was just a pop singer.
Yeah, she
But-
was one of the
But
first
she
pop
started
singers.
to really launch with her lyrics, because it starts out with, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to, because her boyfriend shows up with another woman at her party.
Right.
And then they turn around with a sequel, which was the greatest sequel ever made, called It's Judy's Turn to Cry, because she
Right.
gets even with Judy for stealing her man.
Right. But
And-
then the great
Okay, but
song.
then she did the first one is That's the Way Boys Are. She was
Right.
trying to give boys an excuse. Well, that's just the way they are. You just
Right,
have to
and
accept the way they
it
are.
explains it's what she's doing in her album, Sabrina, but
Yeah.
Leslie already did it.
Okay, and then she did Maybe I Know, which is maybe I know that you've been a cheating, and
Right.
I know, my friends know, and I'm just going to roll with it. And then she crescendos with her anthem, which is You Don't Own Me.
Which back in the 60s was a major
Oh,
statement
it was a
for a
breakthrough
female
statement.
to say, you don't own me.
You don't own me.
So I know this has been done before, and most people don't remember Leslie Gore, but you should go check
Hey,
her out.
check her
and
out,
so she
because
was
she could
Sabrina before
sing.
Sabrina.
Sabrina has an okay voice, but it's not a gifted voice. It's not a Streisand-y,
Adele.
Beyonce voice, or Whitney Houston voice, where you just say
Mariah Carey.
where you just say, oh,
Stop.
okay,
Stop the presses.
that's
I mean,
it,
that's an
you know.
amazing voice. But whatever. So she's done it. People are talking about it, and I guess that'll put some more
And by
dollars
the
in her
way,
bank.
what's her name? He did
Who?
the Mick Jagger song.
Sticky Fingers? What?
Yeah, we were going to get to Sticky
What?
Fingers, but I
What
can't think of
song?
her name. The singer from the '60s who
I'm blanking out.
defended her, You know,
Carly Simon
Carly
from the
Simon, I couldn't think
70s. She
from
was
the
really the
70s. Okay, from the
70s.
70s.
Because Carly Simon had an album cover that was provocative.
And she said this is nothing
Right.
compared to the Rolling Stones' Sticky Fingers, which actually I had to look it up because you know their album. I know their songs. I don't know their
Yeah.
albums
My
very
brother
well.
had the album. I grew up with my brother being the
Sticky
biggest
Fingers
rock
actually
person.
had a shot of a guy's crotch
And it was an
with a
actual
real
zipper on the
that you
front
could
of the
unzip
album. It
down
was
the front of the
brilliant.
album. Okay.
Brilliant.
Are you selling sex? Yeah, yeah.
Well, that was the Stones.
That's your brand. Okay.
Mick Jagger is sex.
Yeah. He was
And
sex.
hot.
Okay.
And still is.
And then we've got Garfield chiming in with Skip is mostly right about Sabrina. Her whole brand is that she's sexy, but doing the sexy thing, quote unquote, for women. Women want to look like her, dress like her, feel empowered like her. I personally hate it, but that's what it is, and it's an extremely successful brand. Well, I take nothing away.
It is what
but
it is.
I think she knows her voice is average at best, and she's got to do it with her lyrics, and she's got to do it with her stunts. And as I said last week, if you then release the rest of the picture that was on the cover and you pull back and her face is on the guy in the suit where she's being pulled by her or something like that, that would be clever female empowerment. Well, this is basically saying, I'm just man's best friend. I'm just a dog, and you treat me like I'm just your
Or
dog.
if the roles were reversed and she had a guy and she was pulling the guy.
his hair.
But that's different.
I don't know. Is that empowerment or lack of?
I don't know.
I think I'm getting more of the message of I'm stuck with these humans called males where they
Well, welcome to the world.
welcome to the world. This has been going on for
Since the cavemen.
since the cavemen.
I mean, they were probably clubbing each other and saying, I can't live without him,
I can't
but
live
whatever.
without him. I don't know.
But we've given Sabrina a lot of time.
We have.
And I'm tired of Sabrina
Yeah,
at this point.
and
So
I think she's done a very good job of promoting herself
Mm-hmm.
through some sort of sexual references and through her lyrics. And you're not sure how long she's going to last.
I
right?
say, let's see in 10 years.
10 years?
I say 10 years.
I thought you were more like 1 year.
Well, I could go 1 year, but as in a Mariah or a Whitney or a Taylor Swift who will last 10 years, I don't think this will last 10 years.
Yeah.
Or even 5. But
Okay. Check out Leslie Gore.
Let's
though,
see.
'cause she
Yeah.
can really sing.
She was
God,
the queen
gifted.
of.
And by the way, Quincy Jones produced her, discovered her, and produced her. Quincy Jones is a flat-out genius.
Oh my God.
Obviously, you had a black man producing a little Jewish white girl from New Jersey.
Well, he also produced Sinatra,
No, he
so,
did.
and everybody else,
I mean,
and
it's
We
just
Are the World,
unbelievable.
and Rashida Jones'
Yeah,
dad,
right.
and so
The power of those songs is
Yeah.
unbelievable. Okay,